And joining me now, Democratic Congressman James Clyburn of South Carolina. Sir, thank you for your time. Let me first get your reaction to Senator Boxer saying that this perhaps is a made-up crisis here.
Oh, sure it's made up. It's all this manufacturing of crises that we've seen for 2 years now. The fact of the matter is we should be focusing on jobs and opportunities, and we ought to stay away from these phantom issues like the debt ceiling. We ought to ask ourselves, why do we have a debt ceiling in the first place? It does absolutely no good. How many countries have got debt ceilings? This is a made-up issue. It's manufactured. The issue itself is a phantom. We ought to be going about talking about jobs, creating opportunities for our young people, many of whom are coming out of school this week and next, and they are going to be looking for opportunities to pursue their life's dreams. And here we're talking about something that makes absolutely no sense. If we did not have a debt ceiling, what would we be saying then? So this legislation doesn't have any real meaning, except that it is legislation that we've imposed on ourselves, and it should not even be in place.
Let me point out our first read team. Congressman says the GOP is coordinating as well as they have in years. The entire GOP message machine has turned toward the debt issue, from Boehner to Romney to Crossroads, that super PAC, all in an effort perhaps to help Romney strengthen his economic message as we move closer to November. Is this all about helping Romney pull out a victory if that is to happen?
Sure, that's what it's about. They feel that if they can hurt Obama's credibility, it will help Romney. This is a made-up issue. We ought to be talking about job creation. What are we going to do for these students who are graduating? For students who are finishing high school, will college education, post-secondary education be there for them? They don't care anything about a debt ceiling because it is a phantom. Talk to any economist, and a lot of them will ask you, why do we even have that kind of legislation in the first place?
Well, the House Speaker says, though, he's warning that the growing debt is hurting the U.S. job creation. And the president, at least through Carney today, says, listen, I'm ready to have a bipartisan conversation, but it has to be a balanced approach, is what he made clear today. So the president acknowledging there is room to have this conversation. The debt ceiling, the debt is not something he wants wiped off the table just to focus in on his to-do list that he feels is being blocked by Republicans in Congress.
That's quite true. But once again, I believe that the president and this Congress need to be working in tandem on how to create opportunities, on how to grow the economy, on how to get jobs into communities, what to do about our transportation bill, our crumbling infrastructure. We could fix that with the 2-year plan that's got over there, and get people back to work while firming up our infrastructure in the process. This is an argument that's nothing but politics. We all know that. Even if we were to raise the debt ceiling, or if we were to do it by executive order. You may recall the last time we had this argument, I was saying to the president, all to use his authority from the executive order and go ahead and do it, and then go on to the next issue. That still is there as far as I'm concerned. I hope the president will not get roped into this foolishness, because that's all it is.
All right, Congressman Clyburn, thank you so much for your time, sir. We'll see